Okay, folks, you're looking over my left shoulder, and what I've got here is something that I am putting together using a 60-degree triangle with a little bit of the tip cut off, and I'm pinning things together. I wanted you to know that currently I am using really fine, I believe they are from Dritz, pins, and they bend easily. I like pins that bend. Why do I like pins that bend? Because I don't feel like I'm trying to get a telephone pole to go through my layers of fabric and line things up easily. And I don't have damage, as in holes punched in the fabric, as I am working with my pins. They go through light, they go through easy. Let us compare to a pin that you've probably seen sold around every street corner, it seems. Everybody's got these pins. These are long quilter's pins. And they are inexpensive. And when you compare the size of this pin to the size of this pin, you will soon see why I don't feel like I'm putting a telephone pole into my fabric. When I remove this pin, I've actually got a hole in my fabric that I can see, I can feel it. The longer I leave it there, the worse the hole is. These pins, yes, I will admit all pins will leave a hole, but these pins don't leave as large of a hole. They don't distort my fabric. They don't create a lump in the fabric that's going to make a wrinkle that I'm going to try to sew next to. They just kind of, fade in and do their job holding my fabric together. Why am I having a dickens of a time pinning these? Why am I getting these little mouths that pull closed? I couldn't find my good 60-degree ruler, so I was trying to compensate, and I didn't use my 60-degree ruler, and my triangles are a little bit off. But what I am making is not a high precision required task. And yeah, while I still want the best pins possible, they're also compensating for the fact that, I didn't do the best job cutting. I've also got a really cool set of Marilee's numbered pins that go from 1 through 20, and I can use them to keep my blocks and my pieces sorted out. So anything with the pin marked 16 is 16th in my long line. Here's 17. I just took the pin out for 17. He said, no pins. This has a pin. What do you know? I guess they go together. But these pins, these teeny tiny, fine, easily bent pins, that's actually 2 packages of pins on 1 pin cushion. I love, and when I use them up and throw them out because they are bent pins and trash, I will buy more because I like pins that I can bend. And I like them because it's a sign that it is a fine pin that will not poke holes in my fabric, rip holes in my fabric, or distort my fabric. I never pin across my sewing line these days. I pin parallel to my sewing line so that I will be sewing beside this, and it's not going to create a big lump that it's very difficult for my presser foot to go over. I like pins that bend.